As we get started with today's video, we have a pretty interesting tweet from digital asset investor. Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Alderoty, joined Nikki in the studio to talk about the need for Washington to establish regulatory clarity for digital assets. One of the main discussed topics is how the crypto industry has had an appetite for crypto regulation. Delving more into that, it becomes clear that there's potential for summary judgment in the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. What makes this so exciting is that the SEC will finally be exposed for not looking to faithfully apply the law, but what they're doing is looking to remake the law. Listen in.
You have recently filed a motion for summary judgment, which means you're trying to get the court to toss the case against you by the SEC. Just based on what you said on its face, the law applies in a certain way. If this is successful, the motion for summary judgment, that's a huge win for the industry because it does give some clarity.
I'm going to repeat what you said. It's a huge win for the industry because it finally gives clarity to the industry about what the limits of the SEC's jurisdiction are. And the SEC, I think, will be exposed for, again, not looking to faithfully apply the law, but what they're doing is looking to remake the law. And I go back to what I said earlier. An agency can't remake the law. Only the legislature can remake the law.
Yes.
Before we proceed any further with the video, let's roll that beautiful intro. As always, welcome back to Money Side, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP Army. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. And more interesting news today, we've got a tweet from XRP Misku that says XRP will be the first coin to turn Bitcoin into an altcoin. What's even more interesting is that we, in fact, almost did before the SEC decided to sweep in and claim XRP to be a security. Now, I know there are so many skeptics out there, and they don't see much of a future for XRP, but they are wrong. You have to look closely and pay attention to the Fed, BIS, central banks, and Ripple board members. XRP is a core protocol for the next generation financial systems tech stack. The evidence to back this up is there, but unfortunately, it is far too complicated for most people.
Those who are trading crypto purely based upon speculation where there is no problem being solved, that's a dangerous game. I think right now, I've publicly said that of the 2,000 plus cryptocurrencies or digital assets out there, I think that well over 90% of them are going to go away.
Explain the connection between Ripple, the company, and XRP.
Absolutely. It's an important distinction. I'm glad you're asking because there have been a lot of people who have intentionally or unintentionally conflated the two.
Okay. Tell us about it.
Ripple is a company and Ripple has shareholders. Ripple builds technologies and solutions in part, not all of our technologies use XRP, but part of our technology, part of our tech stack, we use XRP to solve a liquidity problem, a payments problem for financial institutions. So the product is called XRapid. But again, anybody can build on the XRP ecosystem. It's a decentralized open source technology. And in fact, there are other interesting companies doing stuff within the XRP ecosystem. Last week or a couple weeks ago, during part of the run-up of XRP, Coil, a really interesting micropayments company, was doing some interesting things and made some announcements that stuff they're doing. So I think it's important people understand the distinction, and I think some people have gotten that confused.
How does the performance of XRP affect Ripple, the company, and all of the various things you guys are doing?
I really don't think about the price performance. I do think about the technical performance. And I think about the fact that XRP is about 1,000 times faster than a Bitcoin transaction and about 1,000 times less expensive than a Bitcoin transaction. XRP has demonstrated it is the most efficient digital asset to solve a payments problem. You know, what I say internally at the company, very genuinely, is I don't know how to think about the price of XRP over 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. I think about how do we build an incredibly successful product and solutions on top of this decentralized open source technology to solve a customer problem.
And listening to that video, we can all agree that the Ripple tech stack may have changed a lot over the years, but this holds true today. What the SEC has done directly or indirectly to a US-based company is mind-blowing. And come to think about it, if the SEC dug into Ethereum and Bitcoin in the same way they did with Ripple, I wonder what would have come to light. And as Diarmuid McDonald noted in one of the tweeted replies, Brad Garlinghouse always talks so intelligently, professionally, and from the heart. Never has he ever given a bad interview. He always communicates so clearly on why Ripple and XRP exist and the problems they solve. Now, as we wind down on today's video, I'm going to leave you with a word from Brad Garlinghouse.
One of the challenges for the industry has been to focus on solving real problems for real customers. And Ripple, obviously, from its earliest days, focused on the problem around cross-border payments. That's a point of a lot of friction as measured by speed and cost. And by focusing there, we've been able to have a big impact on that, relatively small piece. But I think over the next years, you're going to see many financial transactions where a middleman sits, a middle transaction, an intermediary. Those will get removed, and we'll use blockchain and other digital asset type technologies to remove that friction. And I think all of society will benefit from improving the efficiency of those systems. I think you'll see that. Certainly, you've seen it in security settlement as an opportunity. The financial transactions around bonds, around derivatives, a lot of these things take a while to settle, and the friction associated actually holds back the industry. Insurance is an industry I think you're going to see touched. Trade finance is an industry that really Ripple, some of our customers have invited us to participate in. And you've seen experimentation around identity in real estate and title management. And these are all examples where I think it's so hard to predict where this will go, in the same way that 25 years ago, when I first got involved in the Internet of Information, I never could have predicted on my smartphone I'd press a button and I'd have a car picking me up minutes later. I think this will permeate lots of different parts of our society.
As Brad keeps reminding us, the reason why Ripple will stay great is because it has always focused on the long term, in that Ripple has always been building enterprise products with long-term utility and not speculation. Ripple products are products that solve problems today, not ones in search of a problem. The market is likely to shrink in the near term, but I and many others have every ounce of confidence that crypto will succeed in the near future as an integral part of our global financial systems. Slow and steady wins the race. Brad Garlinghouse. As always, do your own research and always trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You can always let us know what you think in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and please click on that subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next Money Side.